Hi, I'm Jeff Gonzalez, president of Trident Concepts, and I'm here with Brownells Daily Defense Videos to talk to you about safe gun storage. So first, let's talk about why is safe gun storage so important. The most important aspect behind safe gun storage is to prevent unauthorized access from your firearms. And this is a very big responsibility that all firearms owners need to take on. With that being said, what are some of the reasons why I might want to deny access to unauthorized? Well, the first ones that come to mind are going to be children. And clearly, as a child, there's still some difficulty in understanding the consequences behind that. And while a child may be told what not to do and how they shouldn't do this, we still have to trust but verify. And that's why safe gun storage is going to be so important for children. Others could be other people that have access to your home but should not have access to your firearms. And that could be everybody from, say, a repairman that comes in to take care of something, to a cleaning service, to just about anybody that can gain access to your home but not have access to your firearm. After that, we start to talk about the different types of safe gun storages. And we're living again in exciting times where we're seeing a lot of new innovations in these types of products. And one of the things that I feel like it has done is it has really kind of removed a lot of excuses from people as far as storing their firearms. So the different types vary. I mean, you have everything from a huge stand-up wall safe, regular gun safe, to something as small as maybe a nightstand, bedside table type safe. So it really depends on your needs and also what you might have available. I mean, some people just can't afford to have a very large gun safe, so they're gonna have to make do with other things. And then there are those that just really feel it's important that they have ready access to a firearm, and so they're choosing a different type of safe. And that brings us up to the access. How do you gain access to these various types of safe storage devices? And again, we have a lot. There's the good old-fashioned keypad or dial, combination dial. We can have a key lock. We're now getting into some of the biometrics, which are either going to be through your fingerprints or through a sequence of initiated buttons. So there's a lot. What I try to get across to people is think about you're in the middle of the night and you wake up. How coordinated are you going to be in trying to defeat these types of access devices? So just keep that in mind, that while, yes, I need them to secure from unauthorized access, I still might want to be able to gain access when I'm a little bit disoriented, or maybe I'm a little bit still trying to wake up. The security level for these different storage devices can vary as well. Some of those large gun safes are not just gun safes, but they're also fire rated. And that means that they can sustain a pretty decent amount of heat damage before the contents become compromised. So maybe that's important to you. Maybe that level of security is super big. Others are more interested in securing the actual gun storage to an anchor point that prevents it from being taken out of the house to a different location and then pried open somehow. So whatever that kind of security question comes, whatever type of security issues you might have, there's going to be a solution to you in the various types of devices that are out there, various types of products that are out there. And then the last question that we'll address has to do with, well, what condition should I store that firearm inside of that gun safe? And that's going to be dependent. If you're storing a firearm for long-term storage and you're really not needing to get ready access to it, then I would tell you that you need to unload and confirm that the firearm is unloaded, and then go ahead and store it separate from the ammunition source. If, however, you're trying to store it for ready access for defensive purposes, well, now we get into some different types of scenarios. You can store the firearm fully loaded with a round in the chamber and a loaded magazine. That's obviously the highest level of readiness. And if the safe storage device is secure enough to allow that level of readiness, great. Another option would be an empty chamber but a loaded magazine, which would then require you to defeat the safe storage device and then to still charge the weapon to bring it into full readiness. So you're going to have to measure your needs and then figure out how best to accommodate those needs. Whatever the case, there are plenty of safe gun storage options and products available to you now that, again, there's really no excuse why you can't invest in one of them. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to post them down below. I'm Jeff Gonzalez. Until then, take care and stay safe.